Hey everybody, my name is Dr. Nunez. I am a performance athletic trainer. I specialize in sports-related injuries, issues. My primary job is to try to help athletes return to their primary activities and return to play. So as far as a little bit of my background and where I come from, traditionally I received my sports medicine from Cal Poly Pomona. I specialize in athletic training, and I've been working for the last 25 years in primarily professional sports. I work with the LA Sparks, I work with the LA Avengers. I also spent some time in North Carolina working with the Carolina Cobras. I also worked with the South Bay Lakers, but most recently I spent the last 12 seasons with the LA Lakers as their assistant athletic trainer, and also towards the end of my era with them, I was the director of sports medicine. Just a little bit about my history and how I got into the athletics performance field or sports medicine field. Just like most kids in high school, I played all the sports, I had a couple injuries. I wanted to pursue a little career in orthopedic medicine, but then I decided to I found a passion in what we refer to as athletic training, where we work primarily with the athletes on the rehab, the strength and conditioning, the return to play. I fell in love with that aspect of it, so now what I do is I work primarily, like I mentioned, with the athletes, weekend warriors, on trying to address the issues and the injuries, both chronic and acute injuries, try to get them to, one, be back in the field, or two, if you're with weekend warriors, trying to get you back to be active in what you love to do. So after spending about 25 years of my life working in a professional setting, I decided to take what I've learned from that aspect and introduce it to the public and the general public, both, like I mentioned, weekend warriors, private clients, and now I work with a lot of high school athletes, collegiate athletes. I still continue working with professional athletes as a one-on-one VIP concierge, but I also work with what we call weekend warriors, individuals that want to stay active, they want to move, they want to run a 10K, 5K, whatever it is. Just to be able to live their life. So if you have issues, any injuries, both chronic or acute, I'm happy to look at you and do assessments and help. Okay. So Paul here, clients in here, also owner of Nela, been having some hamstring issues. He's pretty active. He plays on the weekends. Football, wide receiver. So he, as a wide receiver, he uses his hamstrings as part of his explosive mechanism, a lot kind of thing. One thing we discovered, he doesn't have any current injury, but he does have some muscular tightness in the hamstring, but it seems to be more deeper in the muscle. So doing just basic soft tissue issues, or soft tissue massage or deep tissue may not get to those deep areas of the muscles. So what we're going to do today is a little dry needling to try to kind of get right down into the muscle. First find is areas of tightness, interest right here, and he tends to have a little pathway right up and down here. Nice and easy. So we're going to put about 4 or 5 needles just on the pathway with the hamstring. So in this case for Paul, we're going to kind of let that quote unquote kind of marinate. We'll do the needles on the part. If you notice the different levels, we hit certain spots, we're going to let it marinate, and then we're going to go a little bit deeper in. We're going to do what's called pistoning and twisting on the part. This was kind of pretty, these two are pretty high, so he already got reactive, so we're going to wait and kind of go on the part. But right now we're treating the hamstring, so to speak, and addressing it. But the hamstring is not only the issue, we got to address the whole entire pelvis issue type of thing. So normally what we'll do after this, we'll address some of the myofascia with a little cupping, maybe a little pachygrassin, but then I'll make sure that his pelvis is properly aligned from top to bottom, and then we'll address that issue. So if he has a little lopsided, either what's called hip height or discrepancy on the hip, we'll address those issues as well. And then Paul being a strength and conditioning coach, and he's going to focus on doing some corrective exercises to make sure that he does lines properly. Now we'll marinate. Down the toe. All the way down to the toe, okay. So now, there. So we're going to jump start Paul right now.
to which one?
Okay. You go a little more?
Yep. Yep. Oh, that's too much.
Too much.
Feeling all the way down here.
Okay, just write it down. Write it down.
There you go.
Right there?
See, it's soft on this one, Marco. Usually I was handling this back in my college days.
Where are we at? We're okay, a little bit higher.
We can go a little higher.
I'm gonna go slow.
Yep.
Right there. College days, you're not far from you from college days, are you?
20 some years.
What? Ready? So now we're gonna go wind it side to side, give it a little piston up and down, and it comes out. Using this one, wind it, a little piston up and down, comes out. Winding it, piston, getting deep down in there into the muscle, coming out. Winding it, piston it, coming right out. Winding it, twisting it, and coming right out. And that's a wrap up the dry needle.
Get an assessment, let him really actually tell you what you need there.
Is he able to work hard?
Yeah, he started to. Swelling looks good. He did some mobilization stuff yesterday. So I feel confident.
Nice and easy. So now, after we get instructor dry needling, now we're going to do what's referred to as a myofascial decompression, also known aka as cupping. This addresses more the fascia, more the surface area. With the dry needling, we're able to get deep down into the muscle. So traditionally, this can be placed in this motion. You can do some active movement with it, but in this case, I'm going to go ahead and kind of move it up and down. And what he's going to experience, there's going to be certain areas that are going to feel or sound grainy. And that's where the fascia is kind of tight, and that's where we want to try to kind of work and address those issues.
Lots of grading.
Right here, yeah, I can feel it. High. Get smooth here. See, not too bad. It's all smooth. Most of the graininess or issues that he's having is more distal or more below, which is right here. Right there. So this is the areas we're going to focus on. So it's not always just focusing on the hamstring itself, but it's finding areas within the hamstring that we're trying to focus on. Here as well. What's the how they saw last week? So now we can also incorporate, depending if the client needs it, which is referred to as grafting or in the part, and we're just going to get right in this grainy areas, which is more down below. Okay, break up the myofascias. Shop with referred to as ART, or active release. In some cases, what you do is go get a massage You'll sit your foot down. The person kind of does a massage on the muscle, this area. In this case, we're going to do what's called an active release technique, where we're going to lock in the muscle, and then we're going to elongate the muscle within that area. I prefer this because this simulates more of a movement technique versus you just laying there being passively. And the masseuse or whoever it is just massaging the muscles here. We're elongating the muscles as you're doing your movement. So if you are currently experiencing any chronic issues or any debilitating issues that is not allowing you to work out, or you experience a current injury while you're working out, whether in sporting events, please feel free to contact me so we can do an assessment and hopefully get you back on track right to where you are. So hope to see you here.